Hello students, welcome to the sixth video algebra class. So before starting, first we start Brahmanath. शांति शांति शांति. Susto. Today we are going to discuss application of a cross product. Last class we discussed what we mean by cross product and what are the properties. You know the cross product of two vectors is denoted by A vector cross B vector, where A vector cross B vector equal to A vector magnitude B vector magnitude sin theta into n cap, where n cap represent unit vector which direction of A vector cross B vector and which is also perpendicular to the plane containing A vector and B vector. That's why A vector, B vector and n cap is form right-handed system. Okay, but B vector cross A vector is equal to B vector magnitude A vector magnitude sin theta into minus n cap. So A vector cross B vector is equal to minus into B vector cross A vector. That is the properties of cross product. The cross product of two vectors is not commutative. That is A vector cross B vector is equal to minus B vector cross A vector. And A vector cross B vector is a vector perpendicular to both A vector and B vector. Then the sign of angle between A vector and B vector equal to that is sin theta is equal to A vector cross B vector magnitude by A vector magnitude into B vector magnitude. Okay, so if two vectors are parallel, then A vector cross B vector is equal to 0, and two vectors are perpendicular. In case of I cap, j cap, k cap, they are mutual perpendicular. So I cap cross j cap is equal to k cap, j cap cross k cap equal to I cap, and k cap cross I cap is equal to j cap. Okay, so and the unit vector perpendicular to both A vector and B vector is n cap. So n cap is equal to plus or minus A vector cross B vector by A vector cross B vector magnitude. This is the unit vector perpendicular to both A vector and B vector. Okay. So these are the properties of a cross product. All are discussed in the last class. Also we do some problems also. Okay. So what are the application of a cross product? First, number one, to find the area of a triangle in terms of a cross product. To find area of a triangle in terms of cross product. In terms of cross product. Okay. So first we take a triangle A, B, C. Clearly this is a triangle whose sides are represented by the vector. This one is A vector and this one is B vector and this one is equal to C vector. Okay. We draw a perpendicular line from A on base BC. AD is the perpendicular. Okay. And this angle is B and this angle is okay C. Suppose this angle is equal to theta. This angle is equal to theta. So consider a triangle ABC where angle C equal to theta. Angle C equal to theta. Okay. So this is equal to whose sides are represented, whose sides are represented by vectors, that is AB vector is equal to C vector and BC vector equal to A vector and CA vector is equal to B vector. Okay. Draw a perpendicular line AD from A on base BC. We know the area of a triangle, ABC, that is delta. Okay, that is delta is equal to, delta represent the area of a triangle, so half into base into height, okay. So what is base? So base is equal to BC vector magnitude and AD is equal to height. So in the triangle ADC, in the right angle triangle ADC, in the right angle triangle ADC, what is sin theta? Sin theta is equal to P by H, so perpendicular by hypotenuse, this is equal to AD by H means AC, this is AC, and this is equal to AD by B vector magnitude. Okay, that is AD, that implies AD is equal to B vector magnitude into sin theta, B vector magnitude into sin theta. Now, so delta is equal to, delta means area of the triangle, delta is equal to half into base. What is base? Base is equal to BC, so base is equal to BC into AD. So what is base? BC means A vector magnitude and AD means this is equal to B vector magnitude into sin theta. You know sin theta is the angle between A vector and B vector. So this is equal to half into A vector the magnitude into B vector magnitude sin theta, that means sine of angle between A vector and B vector is equal to, okay, this is A vector cross B vector magnitude by A vector magnitude into B vector magnitude. This is known as the sine of angle between A vector and B vector. So A vector magnitude, B vector magnitude, these are cancelled. So this is equal to half into A vector cross B vector magnitude, and this is known as area of a triangle whose sides are represented by the vector A vector and B vector. Okay, so if we take the right hand triangle ADB, then here we find the area of a triangle half into A vector cross C vector magnitude. Suppose if we draw the perpendicular line BE, from B on AC, we get the area of a triangle is equal to half into B vector cross C vector magnitude. Okay, so we conclude that the area of a triangle ABC whose sides are represented by the vector A vector, B vector and C vector is equal to half into A vector cross B vector magnitude, or half into B vector cross C vector magnitude, or half into C vector cross A vector magnitude. Okay. But half into A vector means what? BC vector cross B vector means CA vector, or it is also write down, or half into, this is equal to A vector means BC vector cross CA vector magnitude. Okay, so half into A vector cross B vector magnitude, or half into BC vector cross CA vector magnitude. Therefore, we conclude that therefore area of a triangle triangle ABC is equal to half into A vector cross B vector magnitude, or half into B vector cross C vector magnitude, or half into C vector cross A vector magnitude, or in terms of vertices, it will be delta is equal to half into A vector, means this is a BC vector cross CA vector magnitude, or half into B vector, means CA vector, AB vector, or you can write also AB vector cross AC vector. This is equal to AB vector because its magnitude is there. So this is equal to AB vector cross AC vector, or it may be half into AB cross BC, BC cross CA, or half into AB cross BC. Okay, half into AB or half into AB vector cross BC vector. Okay, so anyone you can take this to find the area of a triangle. If sides are given, then the area of a triangle is this one. If vertices are given, then the area of a triangle delta is equal to half into AB vector cross BC vector, or BC vector cross CA vector, or AB vector cross AC vector. Okay. So this is the area of a triangle whose sides are given or vertices are given in terms of cross product. This is the area of a triangle in terms of vertices. Okay. Next we find the area of a triangle in terms of cross product, that is to find area of a parallelogram. Area of a parallelogram in terms of cross product. So consider a parallelogram ABCD whose adjacent sides are taken by the vectors. Suppose one adjacent side is equal to A vector and other side is B vector. Clearly in a parallelogram opposite side are parallel. So this one is A vector and this one is also B vector. Okay. If we draw joining this point A to C, clearly this is a diagonal, this is a diagonal. So in that parallelogram there are two triangles are there. One is ABC and other is ADC. So area of a parallelogram ABCD is equal to 2 into area of a triangle ABC. 2 into area of a triangle ABC. That's why we write consider a parallelogram ABCD whose adjacent sides represented by vectors A vector and B vector. Okay, respectively. That's why area of a parallelogram is equal to ABCD equal to 2 into area of a parallelogram, 2 into area of a triangle ABC. So area of a parallelogram ABC is equal to 2 into area of a triangle ABC, and you know area of a triangle ABC whose sides are represented by the A vector and B vector is equal to 2 into half into A vector cross B vector magnitude. Okay. If two sides are A vector and B vector, then the area of a triangle ABC equal to half into A vector cross B vector magnitude. Then 2 to cancel, so this is equal to A vector cross B vector. This is area of a parallelogram whose adjacent side is A vector and B vector. Therefore, area of a parallelogram whose adjacent sides a vector and b vector is a vector cross b vector magnitude. Okay, but if diagonals are given, then what will be area of parallelogram? Okay, now to find area of parallelogram in terms of diagonal, area of parallelogram where diagonals are given, where diagonals are given. Okay, so clearly AC and DB, these are the diagonals of parallelogram, and one diagonal is a vector plus b vector and the other diagonal will be a vector minus b vector. Okay, you know, in a parallelogram the diagonals represented by the vector a vector plus b vector and other diagonal will be a vector minus b vector. So clearly AC vector cross db vector is equal to, what is AC vector? So AC vector is equal to a vector plus b vector. Okay, a vector plus b vector, this one is equal to AC vector cross db vector equal to a vector plus b vector cross this one is and db vector is equal to a vector minus b vector. This is a vector minus b vector. Okay, now multiply this one. So a vector cross a vector minus a vector cross b vector plus b vector cross a vector minus b vector cross b vector. You know, cross product of two equal vector is 0. That is a vector cross a vector is 0 because a vector and a vector are parallel. If two vectors are parallel, then their cross product is 0, and it is also b vector cross b vector is equal to 0. That is a vector b vector cross a vector. So this is equal to minus a vector cross b vector, and b vector cross a vector is equal to minus of a vector cross b vector. So this is equal to minus 2 times a vector cross b vector. Okay, so AC vector cross db vector is equal to minus 2 into a cross b vector. But if you take its magnitude, AC vector cross db vector magnitude is equal to what? So this is the 2 into a vector cross b vector magnitude. That implies a vector cross b vector magnitude is equal to 1 by 2 into AC vector cross db vector. So what is AC vector? And AC vector is a diagonal of a parallelogram, and db vector is also other diagonal of a parallelogram. If we take the diagonal, this one is a d1 vector and this is equal to d2 vector. So if we consider the diagonals of a parallelogram is d1 vector and other is d2 vector, so it will be, that implies a vector cross b vector, the magnitude is equal to half into d1 vector cross d2 vector. So what represent in LHS side? Clearly a vector cross b vector magnitude is the area of a parallelogram whose adjacent sides. So if it will be area, then this is equal to what? So half into d1 vector cross d2 vector magnitude is equal to a vector cross b vector magnitude. So if this represent area of a parallelogram, that's why it is also represent area of parallelogram. Area of parallelogram. But here area of a parallelogram whose diagonals are given. That means if diagonals are given or diagonals are d1 vector and other is d2 vector, then the area of parallelogram is half into d1 vector cross d2 vector magnitude. But if adjacent sides are given, then the area of parallelogram is a vector cross b vector magnitude. Okay, so d1 vector cross d2 vector into 1 by 2. Since a vector cross b vector magnitude is area of parallelogram, whose adjacent side a vector and b vector. So half into d1 vector cross d2 vector represent is also area of parallelogram, whose diagonals d1 vector and d2 vector. Okay, those diagonals are d1 vector and d2 vector. Okay, so jodi diagonal given thibo tebe tar area hochi parallelogram area hochi half into d1 vector cross d2 vector magnitude. If adjacent sides are given, then area of parallelogram will be a vector cross b vector magnitude. Okay, now we do some problems of area of parallelogram and area of triangle. Okay, so find the area of a parallelogram having adjacent sides given by the vectors 2i cap plus j cap minus 2k cap and 2i cap plus 3j cap minus 4k cap. Okay, here the adjacent sides are given. So we take the adjacent sides. Answer: let a vector and b vector are adjacent sides of parallelogram that is a vector is equal to 3i cap plus j cap minus 2k cap and b vector equal to 2i cap plus 3j cap minus 4k cap. Okay. So what is a vector cross b vector magnitude? A vector, first we find a vector cross b vector, then a vector cross b vector is equal to determinant of I cap, j cap, k cap. First we write the component of a vector in first second row, that is a 3 1 minus 2. Okay, then 2 3 minus 4. Okay, expand it, plus minus plus. So this is equal to I cap into 1 into minus 4, minus 4 plus 6 minus j cap into 3 into minus 4, minus 12 plus 4 plus k cap into, okay, first row and third column leave it. So this is equal to 3 into 3, 9 minus 2, 9 minus 2. So this is equal to 6 minus 4, 2i cap. Here minus 12 plus 4, minus 8, minus 8 plus 8. This is the 8j cap, and 9 minus 2 is equal to 7k cap. Okay. Then again we check this one. So I cap, j cap, k cap, a vector component 3, 1 minus 2, b vector component 2, 3 minus 4. Then we expand I cap into minus 4 plus 6 minus j cap into minus 4 plus 4 minus 12 plus 4 plus k cap into 9 minus 2. So this is the minus 4 plus 6 2 I cap. Here minus 8 plus minus, this is the 8 j cap and plus 7 k cap. And A vector plus B vector magnitude. The magnitude is equal to root of here 4 plus 64, 8 square 64, 7 square what is the 49. So this is equal to root of here 9 plus 4. So this is equal to 13 plus 4. So 17, 17. Okay. Here 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 1. So this is equal to root of 117. Area, therefore area of parallelogram, whose adjacent sides, A vector and B vector is equal to half into, A vector cross B vector magnitude, and A vector cross B vector is equal to what? Root of 117 ethi square unit, because area is its unit is square unit. The unit of area equal to square unit. So we write root of 117 square unit. Okay, this is the area of a parallelogram whose adjacent sides are given is a root of 117 square unit. So find the area of a triangle whose area of a triangle by vector method, whose vertices A of 1 minus 1 2 and B of 2 1 minus 1, C of 3 minus 1 2. Okay, so here the vertices are given. So what will be area of a triangle? So this is the triangle A, B, C. Here the coordinate of the point A, position vector is 1 minus 1 2, and the position vector of B 2 1 minus 1, and the position vector of C is 3 minus 1 2. Okay, so you know area of a triangle, whose vertices ABC, area of a triangle ABC is equal to half into AB vector cross AC vector or AB vector cross BC vector magnitude. So first we find AB vector. So AB vector means position vector of B minus position vector of A. So this is equal to 2 1 minus 1 minus, and position vector of A which 1 minus 1 2. So this is equal to 2 minus 1 1 plus 1 minus 1 minus 1 and minus 1 minus 2. Okay, so this is equal to 1 2 minus 3. So its component form is equal to I cap plus 2j cap minus 3k cap. Okay. Next AB vector, BC vector. So BC vector means position vector of C minus position vector of B. So what is the position vector of C? 3 minus 1 2 minus, and the position vector of B what? 2 1 minus 1 2 1 minus 1, and then this is the 3 minus 2 minus 1 minus 1, and this is 2 plus 1. So 3 minus 2 is 1, here minus 2, here 3, and this is equal to I cap, and this is equal to I cap minus 2j cap plus 3k cap. So BC vector is equal to I cap minus 2j cap plus 3k cap, and AB vector is equal to I cap plus 2j cap minus 3k cap. Next you have to calculate AB vector cross BC vector. So this is equal to I cap, j cap, k cap, and what is the component of AB vector? So AB vector is equal to 1 2 minus 3, this is 1 minus 2 3 and the component of a BC vector, so this is a 3, that is 1 minus 2 3, 1 minus 2 3. Okay, so this is equal to 1 here, so 1 2, so AB vector component 1 2 3, 1 2 minus 3, 1 2 minus 3, AB vector component 1 2 minus 3 and BC vector component 1 minus 2 3. Okay, this is 2 and also minus 3. So plus minus plus, या को expand कर दियो. So this is equal to I cap into first row, first column, omit this one. So this is equal to 2 into 3, 6 minus 6. Okay, minus j cap into 1 into 3, 3 plus 3 and k cap into first row, third column, leave it. Then 1 into minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. Okay, so this is equal to 6 minus 6, 0. So 0 I cap, here minus 6 j cap and minus 4 k cap. So this one is AB vector cross BC vector is equal to minus 6 j cap minus 4 j cap. And what is its magnitude? That is AB vector cross BC vector magnitude is equal to root over minus 6 square, 36. Okay, and 4 square, this is equal to 16. So root over 42, that is 52. So 36 plus root 16, that is the 52. So root 52 means this is the 2 root 13. 2 root 13. So here AB vector cross BC vector magnitude is equal to 2 root 13. So what will be area? Therefore area of triangle ABC equal to half into 2 root 13 square unit. Therefore area of a triangle ABC is equal to half into AB vector cross BC vector magnitude. So this is equal to half into 2 root 13 square unit. 2 to cancel, so this is equal to root 13 square unit. Okay, so this is the answer, area of the triangle 2 root 13 square unit. Or you can take area for triangle ABC is equal to half into AB vector cross AC vector or BC vector cross CA vector. So any two sides you take to calculate its area. तो triangle area बाहर करिया बोले जे कोनोसी प्रथमे दीरा साइड फास्ट बाहर करिवो, बाहर कला परे तार क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट बाहर करी मैग्नीट्यूड नबो हैला ला परे बाय 2 जति आसी सेति रे बाय 2 स्क्वायर यूनिट. नेक्स्ट so this is the area root 13 square unit. So prove by vector method in any triangle ABC, A by sin A equal to B by sin B equal to C by sin C. And you know this law is called sine law. This one is sine law. So how to prove by vector method? First we take a triangle, okay, and each sides are represented by the vector. So first we take a triangle ABC. Triangle A, B, C, whose sides are represented by the vector. This one is A vector, and this one is a B vector, and this one is equal to C vector. Okay. Proof. Consider a triangle ABC whose sides represented by vectors. A vector, that is A vector is equal to BC vector, B vector equal to C vector, and C vector is equal to AB vector. Okay. Since all sides are taken in the same order, so A vector plus B vector plus C vector is equal to 0 vector. Here A vector magnitude is equal to small a, and B vector magnitude equal to small b, and C vector magnitude is equal to small c. Okay. A vector plus B vector plus C vector is equal to 0 vector. Okay, or 0. That implies B vector, A vector plus B vector is equal to minus C vector. So A vector plus B vector cross C vector, taking cross vector on both sides. So this is equal to minus C vector cross C vector. देखो जेहेतु ए ट्रायंगल रे तीन टाक साइड सेम ऑर्डर अच्छी तो रिजल्टेड वेक्टरटा कौन हम 0 हम तेणु ए वेक्टर प्लस बी वेक्टर प्लस सी वेक्टरटा आम 0 वेक्टर लिखिले तापर कौन करियो गोटे वेक्टरटी राइट साइड नब जो वेक्टरटा राइट साइड नब से वेक्टर आगे क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट करियो धरा जाओ तुम यहाँ माइनस बी वेक्टर नब बोले माइनस बी जो माइनस बी वेक्टर नब पड़े बी वेक्टर क्रॉस करियो एम दी थर करिया पड़ियो तो 2 टाइम्स करिया पड़ियो दैट इंप्लाइज ए वेक्टर क्रॉस सी वेक्टर प्लस बी वेक्टर क्रॉस सी वेक्टर है तो ए क्रॉस सी प्लस बी क्रॉस सी इज इक्वल टू सी क्रॉस सी इज इक्वल टू 0. ओके सो दिस इज इक्वल टू 0 दैट इंप्लाइज बी क्रॉस सी is equal to minus a vector cross c vector. That implies b vector cross c vector is equal to c vector cross a vector. Let it be equation 1. Okay, then again a vector plus b vector plus c vector is equal to 0 vector. But then out vector to the right side new कौन हम ना दैट इम्प्लाइज ए वेक्टर. ओके तो ए वेक्टर प्लस सी वेक्टर इज इक्वल टू माइनस बी वेक्टर नली कौन नली माइनस बी वेक्टर नब ए माइनस बी वेक्टर नला तो बी वेक्टरटा तुम बहुत साइड क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट करियो. सो ए वेक्टर प्लस सी वेक्टर क्रॉस बी वेक्टर इज इक्वल टू माइनस बी वेक्टर क्रॉस बी वेक्टर. दैट इम्प्लाइज ए वेक्टर cross b vector plus c vector cross b vector is equal to 0. That implies a vector cross b vector is equal to minus c vector cross b vector. But minus c cross b is equal to b cross c. So this is equal to that implies a vector cross b vector is equal to b vector cross c vector. Let it be equation 2. So from equation 1 and 2 a cross b is equal to b cross c which is equal to c cross a. So from equation 2 and 1 we get a cross b is equal to b cross c is equal to c cross a. Okay. So clearly a cross b is equal to b cross c is equal to c cross a. Now what we do? Taking magnitude on both sides. Here taking magnitude on both sides that implies आम ये कौन करिया बर्तमान. So taking magnitude on both, so take it magnitude that is equal to that implies a vector cross b vector magnitude equal to b vector cross c vector magnitude equal to c vector cross a vector magnitude. You know a vector cross b vector equal to a vector magnitude b vector magnitude sin theta into n cap, but its magnitude is equal to a vector magnitude b vector magnitude sin theta, but n cap magnitude equal to 1. So here theta means angle between a vector and b vector, but in that triangle ABC what is angle between a vector and b vector? So this one is a vector and this one is b vector. So angle between A vector and B vector is pi minus c, and this angle is also, this is angle B. This angle is B, but this one is what? Pi minus B. And this angle is pi minus A. So pi minus A is the angle between B vector and C vector. Pi minus B is the angle between C vector and A vector. And pi minus C is the angle between A vector and B vector. So this implies A vector magnitude, B vector magnitude sin pi minus C. A अच्छे B अच्छे C नहीं वाले pi minus C पकड़ो direct तमें. So this is equal to B vector magnitude, C vector magnitude sin pi minus B हम, because B और C रो angle लगा होती है, B और C रो angle होती है pi minus A. Pi minus B C होती है नहीं, that is the pi minus A, and this is equal to C vector magnitude into A vector magnitude into sin of C vector और A vector angle लगाते हैं, this is the pi minus B. So pi minus B is the angle between A vector and C vector. So this is equal to pi minus B. Pi minus B. So this angle is B. Okay. So this is pi minus B. So what is A vector magnitude? So A vector magnitude is A, B vector magnitude is B, and sin pi minus C is equal to sin C. This is equal to B, C sin pi minus A. Sin A is equal to C A into sin B. Okay. Now divide ABC. Divide ABC. That implies AB sin C by ABC. Here BC sin A by ABC. Here CA sin B by ABC. By ABC. तो CA cancel. एड BC को BC cancel है, एड AB को AB cancel. That implies sin C by C is equal to sin A by A is equal to sin B by B. That implies taking its reverse, that is A by reciprocal. A by sin A is equal to B by sin B is equal to C by sin C. So this is known as sine law. Okay. We read this one in the first year, properties of a triangle trigonometry. Okay. So this is the proof of a sine law in vector method. So here we prove by vector method cosine law. Okay. Then projection law and sine law. तेणु साइन लॉ टा आमे क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट यूज कले, कोसाइन लॉ आ प्रोजेक्शन टा आमे डॉट प्रोडक्ट यूज करी प्रूव करथिले. सो दिस प्रूव आर वेरी वेरी इंपोर्टेंट आल्सो. सो नेक्स्ट वी डू अनदर प्रॉब्लम. सो लेट A cap, B cap and C cap are unit vectors. Suppose that A cap dot B cap is equal to A cap dot C cap is equal to 0. That means A cap dot B cap equal to 0 and B cap dot C cap is equal to 0. And angle between B cap and C cap is 30 degree. Then prove that A cap is equal to plus or minus 2 into B cap cross C cap. Okay. So how to prove this one? So here what are the given? Given A cap, B cap, C cap are 3 unit vectors. Proof. A cap, B cap and C cap are 3 unit vectors unit vectors. Unit vector means its magnitude is equal to 1. And A cap dot B cap is equal to 0. B cap dot C cap is equal to 0. You know dot product of 2 vector is equal to 0 means they are perpendicular to each other. That implies A vector perpendicular to B cap and B cap perpendicular to C cap. So A cap perpendicular to B cap and B cap perpendicular to C cap. Okay, that is here A cap dot B cap is equal to 0 and A cap dot C cap is equal to 0. That is A cap perpendicular to C cap. A cap perpendicular to B cap and A cap perpendicular to C cap. That is that means A cap perpendicular to both B cap and C cap. Okay, is it clear? So A cap perpendicular to both B cap and C cap. But you know which vector is perpendicular to B cap and C cap? That is B vector cross C vector. So cross product of two vectors is also perpendicular to the plane containing both B vector and C vector. So here A cap perpendicular to B cap and C cap. Also B cap cross C cap, cross product of two vector is perpendicular to both B cap and C cap. This is the by given condition, and this is the condition for a cross product. Okay, so A cap perpendicular to B cap and C cap. B cap cross C cap is perpendicular to B cap and C cap. Therefore, A cap and B cap cross C cap is it parallel? Is it parallel? Therefore, A cap parallel to B cap cross C cap. Are you understand? बुझी पाले ना? A cap टा B को perpendicular होची, A cap टा C cap perpendicular हबो. ना नहीं, किंतु A cap but B cap cross C cap. But B cap cross C cap is perpendicular to both B cap and C cap. So A cap must be parallel to B cap cross C cap. That parallel means A cap is equal to lambda into B cap cross C cap. What is lambda? Where lambda is a scalar. Where lambda is a scalar. Okay, because two vectors are parallel means one vector is a scalar multiple of other. That implies taking magnitude on both sides. So A cap magnitude is equal to lambda into B cap cross C cap magnitude. That implies A cap magnitude is equal to lambda mode into B cap cross C cap magnitude. That is A cap magnitude is equal to 1 and mode lambda. So this is equal to plus or minus lambda, because mode x means plus or minus x. So mode lambda means plus or minus lambda, and this is equal to B cap magnitude, C cap magnitude, and what is the angle between B and C? So angle between B and C is 30 degree into sine pi by 6. Sine pi by 6. That implies 1 is equal to plus or minus lambda, B cap magnitude 1, C cap magnitude 1, and sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2. That implies lambda is equal to plus or minus 2. So lambda is equal to plus or minus 2. So putting this value of lambda in that equation, let it be equation 1. Putting this value in equation 1. In equation 1, that implies A cap is equal to plus or minus 2 into B cap cross C cap. So A cap is equal to plus or minus 2 into B cap cross C cap. So this proof is complete. Okay. This proof also important question. So next we do another problem. So one question, if A vector is equal to I cap plus J cap plus K cap and B vector is equal to J cap minus K cap, find a vector C vector such that A vector cross C vector is equal to B vector and A vector dot C vector is equal to 3. Okay. So A cross C is equal to B vector and A dot C is equal to 3. So what is the vector C vector? Okay. So how to calculate C vector? Here C vector is not given. A vector is given, B vector is given. But A cross C is equal to B vector and A dot C is equal to 3. Answer. Let C vector is equal to X I cap plus Y J cap plus Z K cap. First we take C vector. That means A vector cross C vector. First we find A vector cross C vector. So what is A cross C? This is equal to I cap, J cap, K cap. The component of A vector is 1, 1, 1, and the component of C vector is X, Y, Z. okay, and calculate this one. So this is equal to I cap into z minus y. This is the z minus y minus j cap into z minus x. Okay, तो I cap into z minus y minus j cap into z minus x plus k cap into y minus x. Okay, so here b vector is equal to this one, since a vector cross c vector is equal to b vector. That implies what is a cross c? So this is equal to z minus y into I cap. Here minus j cap into minus ta multiply kale kon hobo? So this is equal to plus x minus z. तो z cap into x minus z into j cap. Okay, मु कौन कले माइनस टा मल्टीप्लाई कले कौन होबो ना, दिस इज इक्वल टू x minus z into j cap plus y minus x into k cap. But this is equal to b vector. What is b vector? J cap minus k cap. Okay, so by equating coefficient of I cap j cap, equating coefficient of I cap, j cap and k cap, because these two vectors are equal, means you have to equating the coefficient of I cap and j cap and k cap, we get z minus y is equal to 0. Z minus y is equal to 0, comma x minus z is equal to 1, comma y minus x is equal to minus 1. Okay, next what are the given? A vector dot c vector is equal to 3. So A vector means what? This is equal to I cap plus j cap plus k cap dot c vector means what? X I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap is equal to 3. That implies x plus y plus z is equal to 3. So by solving this equation, you have to calculate the value of x, y, z. So x plus y plus z is equal to 3. That implies z is equal to what? 3 minus x minus y. Then here substitute, here x minus z. Now x minus z is equal to 1. That implies x minus z. So that means what? 3 minus x minus y is equal to 1. देखो मु कौन नली z minus x minus z टा 1 नली है ना, बतन z रो वैल्यू हमें सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देबा. तो सब्स्टिट्यूट कले कौन होची ना x minus ये x minus minus x के तले 2x हला, ये कौन होची minus minus y plus y. देखो x minus minus x plus x 2x हला plus y एटा से minus 3 is equal to 1. That implies 2x plus y is equal to 4. बुझी होची ना, एडी केते होची 2x plus y एटा minus 3 अछि equal to 1 ले से पुरो ले कोन 4 हला. तो 2x plus y is equal to 4. 2x plus y is equal to 4, and here given that y minus x is equal to 1 and y minus x is equal to 1. That is y minus x is equal to 1 means y minus x is equal to 1. This is minus 1. That is x minus y is equal to 1. Y minus x is equal to minus 1. That means what? X minus y is equal to 1 हला. अच्छा एडी वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दियो. So 2x plus y is equal to 4, x minus y is equal to 1. Adding these two equation, so this is equal to 3x. Okay, so 3x is equal to 5. That implies x is equal to 5 by 3. So what is x? So x is equal to 5 by 3. Then substitute the value of x any one of the equation, you will get the value of y. Okay, so this value of y. Next you substitute दैट मीन्स देखो एक्स्ट्रा 5/3 आसला एडी पके दियो तो x माइनस y इज इक्वल टू 1 तो एक्स्ट्रा केता आसियो एक्स्ट्रा अछि 5/3 तो 5/3 माइनस 1 इज इक्वल टू y हला तो 5/3 माइनस 1 मीन्स 5/5 माइनस 3 दैट इज y इज इक्वल टू 2/3 तो y इज इक्वल टू 2/3 x इज इक्वल टू 5/3 देन x माइनस z इज इक्वल टू 1 here x minus z is equal to 1 also x minus z is equal to 1 that means what is value of x तो 5/3 minus z is equal to 1 तो 5/3 minus 1 is equal to z that implies z is equal to 2/3 तो z is equal to 2/3 so x is equal to 5/3 x is equal to 5/3 and y is equal to 2/3 and z is equal to also 2/3 so putting the value of x y z in the value of okay c vector in the value of c vector so here c vector equal to xi k plus yj k plus z k k okay that is c vector is equal to that is c vector is equal to x means what is the value of x तो x इक्वल टू 5/3 तो 5/3 इंटू आई कैप y मीन्स व्हाट 2/3 तो 2/3 इंटू j कैप एंड z इज ऑल्सो 2/3 तो 2/3 इंटू k कैप सो टेक इट कॉमन 1/3 सो दिस इज इक्वल टू 5 कैप प्लस 2j कैप प्लस 2k कैप सो c वेक्टर इज इक्वल टू 1/3 इंटू 5 कैप प्लस 2j कैप प्लस 2k कैप ओके so next we do so using the concept of a vector product you can do all the problems of a vector okay that is the vector exercise so in the next class we do some other problem thank you